We were in a great spot to see the whole deer, not just its white tail as it ran away, which is what most people do. Even though we were right next to it, it couldn't smell us because there was a breeze coming towards us. A deer's nose is about 1,000 times more sensitive than a human nose. That means they can be found up to 1.5 miles away, as long as the wind is going in the right direction. At least 1/4 mile away, a deer can smell a person who isn't trying to hide their scent. In the best conditions for scenting, which are high humidity and a light breeze, the range may even grow. Everyone knows that a dog has a nice smell. Then you might wonder if a dog or a deer can smell better. White-tailed deer have up to 297 million olfactory receptors, while people only have 5 million and dogs have 220 million. The sense of smell of an adult white-tailed deer is almost 1/3 better than that of a dog or canine. A deer can tell when a predator is coming from several hundred yards away just by smelling its scent. If you're trying to hide your identity in a wooded area, it's best to smell like a local animal instead of a stranger. In the past, some hunters just used pine needles, mashed acorns, or even dirt to clean their gear. Instead, you can imitate a local smell by using a synthetic mask scent or cover spray. Also, it's interesting that deer are much easier to trick when they are used to a small amount of human smell but know it's safe. Then you can take all the steps you need to hide or cover your scent, which will let you sneak up on the deer without them knowing something is wrong. But they are hardest to trick in remote places where people hunt deer. They can only smell people when they are trying to get away from them. Remember that a buck's nose is on the side, so the smell of the ground won't reach his nose on a windy day. The same thing happens when thermals rise and bring the smell of the ground up to a buck's nose. If the grass is too tall to hide in, you're out of luck. This is where a deer's nose would be because of the height, and the tall grass is a great place to leave a scent. If there are a lot of human scents in the area, it can take between 7 and 10 days for your trail cameras to get a good picture of a buck. So, checking the cameras isn't always a good idea. Also, remember that deer scent can last for a long time in the ground. Even though it sounds mysterious or magical, it's not a myth. Your own thought process might go something like this: I use cover-up scents to reduce the amount of scent left on the ground. The problem is that the animals are judging how old the smell is instead of how much is left. Have you ever thought about how the buck always seems to go in the right direction when the doe leads him there? Let's see next time. Subscribe us to know more. Thank you.